Hey, what's going on, Sagittarius? Butch Tarot here. Gonna do your 2-week read. It is a general read, so it will not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. If you like the content, everyone's welcome. Subscribe. Join our tarot community. And with that being said, we're going to be using the Edgar Allan Poe tarot. So let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Sagittarius? All right. So the first thing I see, is I feel like this is someone that's you're already dealing with. You know, I feel like this person wants more from you. You know, they just want to move forward with you. But I feel like there's this internal struggle within them because they feel like you're not giving back. They feel like you're not opening up. They feel like it's almost like you want it, but you're rejecting it. You know, that self-imposed, they feel like you're in this self-imposed prison with that eight of swords. You know, they feel like you're in that self-imposed prison, like you're not allowing them in, even though it feels right. They know that you want this, or at least that's how they feel, but they're not seeing it. You know, things start to get more and more intense between the two of you. It's almost like they feel like you're backing away instead of stepping up. You know, they feel like you're not giving what you have to give. Like, this person wants to be with you, and they feel like you want to be with them. But they worry that you're not opening up to them, and that's what really has this person, you know, they feel left out. You know, they feel a lot of hot and cold energy from you. They feel like there's something more here that it's almost like you don't want to acknowledge. And that gives them a lot of anxiety. That gives them a lot of sleepless nights because they want to move forward with you, but they feel like you're the one holding it back. And I feel like they're right. I feel like their intuition is telling them there is something more here. You know, they're listening to their intuition, and their intuition is telling you that you could be that person, their person. You know, you could be the person that they've been waiting for. But what troubles them is the fact that you're not willing to say it. You know, it's almost like you go cold on them when it's just about, you know, it's almost like it's at that moment where it's just about to come out and then you go cold. And I feel like their intuition is right. You know, I feel like you are hiding your emotions from them. You know, I feel like you find it hard to commit. It's almost like you feel like, you know, you feel this pull toward them, but yet you can't tell them. And it's almost like you're afraid to leave yourself vulnerable. You know, you're afraid to put yourself out there. And I feel like it's a very big step for you. I feel like you want to, but it's almost like something's been holding you back. You're having a hard time making that decision. And it's not because of how you feel for them. I honestly feel like you're afraid that they may not feel the same way about you. I feel like it's almost like you're picking up the same energy from them as they're picking up from you. It's almost like we get to that point where, the next step, and we just stay on we're just staying on that last step. We're not making the next forward movement. I mean, they're not moving forward because they don't know what's holding you back. You're not moving forward because you're afraid that if you put yourself out there, that they may not feel the same way. You may not be on the same page. But I feel like there is communication coming between the two of you, and I feel like this communication that is coming is going to give you a lot of balance. It's a this conversation that's about to happen is a conversation that's been waiting to happen. It's going to give us clarity. It's going to give us that opportunity to really see what this person thinks about us. And all they want in return is for you to give back to them. The only thing that's holding you back right now from moving forward with this person is not having this conversation. I feel like this conversation was meant. This conversation should have been had already. But like I said, I feel like there's a lot of fear here. Afraid of putting ourselves out there, afraid of, I see this a lot when we care about somebody and we truly care about someone to the point where we want to give them everything. And then it's almost like we feel like we can't, because if we put ourselves out there and they don't feel the same way, we already put ourselves out there. We left ourselves vulnerable. But that's what this needs. It needs you to put yourself out there. It needs you to commit. If the only thing holding you back from committing is the fear that they may not feel the same way about you, then you're never going to get there. We got to put ourselves out there in order to get the reward. And I feel like I feel like that communication is coming, and I feel like that's going to open up a lot of these miscommunications that we've been having with this person. I feel like we're having conversations with this person, but we're not being real. And they find it hard to be real with you because they feel like you're holding back as well. This communication that's coming, like I said, it's going to bring a lot of balance. I see a lot of fulfillment. I see a lot of happiness. I feel like this is that breaking point when we reach that point when we know we can't walk away, but we also know that we can't move forward until we clarify what's going on here. No more secrets, no more holding feelings back. And I feel like once we do that, we're going to have a lot of forward movement. We're going to find stability in the situation. We're going to become more confident. But as long as you're holding back feelings, and as long as they're holding back feelings as well, like I said, they're holding back because they feel like you're holding back. We all get this situation where we find ourselves in a spot that maybe we haven't been before. We feel totally, engulfed in feelings for someone. And in the back of our mind, it sometimes tells us, don't go all in. And it's not because that's not your person. It's because that little voice inside you, that fear, that if you put yourself out there completely and they don't meet you, then that's where we get hurt. That's where the hurt comes from in most relationships. is the point where we both need to have this conversation. We both need to be very clear and very transparent of what we want from each other. And if we can't do that, we can't move forward. We're stuck there. And I've seen a lot of relationships end at that point because we can't make that next step. And I feel like what follows that is a lot of regret. And regret really doesn't ever go away. Sometimes it gets better, it gets easier. But we don't want to spend our life thinking about things we should have done and didn't do. You know, we need to make the mistakes. And I feel like the only mistake being made here is not being clear. I feel like having this conversation, opening up to each other, is going to give you what you want, is going to give you that clarity, is going to give you, you know, that forward movement. We got to allow ourselves to come out of that self-imposed prison. I feel like I said, the deeper this gets, the deeper the connection gets with this person, the more you put those walls up. It's almost like it's very counterproductive. It's hard sometimes to put ourselves out there, but you're never going to get what you want if you don't put it all in. If you don't give it 100%, then you can't expect it to be successful. All they want is you. And all they want to know is that you want them. And like I said, I see a lot of forward movement. I see a lot of fulfillment. You know, we got the 10 of Cups, that family card. We got the 4 of Wands, all about building that foundation. You know, and one of the hardest things is just worry. You know, we worry that if we put ourselves out there, it's almost like we're, you know, when you commit to someone, it's such a hard decision to make sometimes for some people, is to commit, is because you know that giving everything you have, if you're not met in the middle, then there's a fine line of that where you can be, you know, where you can be hurt. When we leave ourselves vulnerable, that's the easiest time for us to, you know, really be hurt. But knowing that not giving to a situation is going to cause you more pain. And like I said, that communication is coming. You know, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of clarity, but we need to give to the situation. You know, you want this, they want this. We just got to realize that we're both on the same page. You know, it's not just you committing by yourself. They're committing to you. They want to commit to you. But they want to feel that they're doing it for the right reasons. They want to feel that, you know, they're putting themselves. I mean, you're just two people in the same spot. I mean, you're not willing to put yourself out there because you're afraid that they don't feel the same way, but they feel the same way. You're already on the same page. You just don't realize it. Now, with this person, we have a lot of fire: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I mean, we have all signs. We have some Earth, Cancer, or Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. We have air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And we have water, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. You know, sometimes we're with the right person and it goes in the wrong direction because we don't put ourselves out there. And like I said, then you have that time where you spend in regret. You know, you don't want to regret life. You don't want to regret things. You want to put yourself out there, give it everything you have. If it feels right, go for it. Because that's the only way to truly be happy. You know, going after what you want. And like I said, you know, having this open conversation, having this open communication, having this transparency is the only way to get from where you are now to where you want to be. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.